What's good, everybody? With Pokemon Legends Arceus here and signifying the Breath of the Wildification of the Pokemon series, and honestly bigger, better, less cookie cutter games, I wanted to give the flash in the pan, bullet point in the fiscal timeline of a game that is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl a little honest and respectful look,
because every single thing in it is me,
before it fades into obscurity, saluted into the depths of irrelevance, yeeted into the sixth circle. And Pokemon's social media accounts completely stopped talking about this Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl completely. It's like that one Toy Story meme. Here it comes, Boompa World. Certified Pokemon fan here. So I'm gonna see what's going on. You know, Pokemon, the worldwide, pumping out profits since the late 90s. My mom was renting the VHSs for me. I had a Pokewalker flexing at recess in 4th grade. And you know I got hooked on the 4th generation of Pokemon. I played the others, but I swear I got hooked on Pokemon Platinum specifically. I was on Cerebi, looking at forums and trading and battling with friends. But look, I'm pretty much a significant demographic for this here remake. But yeah, this game dropped only 2.5 months ago. So I want to get the record straight. This game came out about 2 months ago. Let's see what this outsourced chibi style remake is. Quality, does the OGs justice, and brings along some new content. And yeah, like the video and hop into the Boompa world. We're blowing up this year and we're having fun while doing it. So subscribe and come along for the ride. Even though I got this game when it first came out, I'm just coming around to finishing it. It was fun and definitely Gen 4 Pokemon, but I was just getting started and I got a little distracted by other games that I got. Ilka developed this game, not Game Freak. I guess they sent all their soldiers to the Legends Arceus front lines and left my childhood to the means of this other studio who honestly has assisted in developing a bunch of bangers, like one of your friend's little anime beat-em-ups. But you know, you saw how the world reacted to the graphics of the trailer. It felt like this game was largely rejected from that point forth. And even today, it feels like the general consensus is this game's... If this battle scene looks lame, this is completely not for you. That's it. But the 11-year-old me inside wants to see what the world looks like, even if the real world around me is now a void. And this is just a cash grab. Look, I got a little team going, a few badges. I was treading very familiar ground. Obviously, it's the remake. Not much in the realm of newness initially. But then the added features do start rolling in. I don't know, though. I feel like these new Pokemon games, they just hit a level of easiness where you don't even have to worry about strategy, team, or grinding. Because the experience share just gives everyone an ample amount of experience. And everyone on your team just is a lot higher leveled beyond the trainers and everyone else that you face up until the end. A good feature they added was allowing their Pokemon to walk behind you, which I was nervous about because it doesn't even happen till 2 gym badges in. I appreciate it and I like the feature, even if the sizes and scaling is off. And the most pushed addition to this remake, the most thing they talked about was the Grand Underground and how they boosted it. And I can't lie, I barely remember this feature. And looking at the old gameplay, it looks super similar down to this little mining mini game, but I don't know, for some reason they made secret bases less customizable too, so they kind of made it worse, even though they had this sort of Pseudo-Wild Area, which is kind of cool. I wish all the wild encounters in this game were like this, all the routes just had Pokemon out like that, but the Safari Zone would have been nice. Yeah, ever since the Let's Go series, I've just preferred that over random encounters, but hey, who am I to complain, because this is still Gen 4 Pokemon, this is still the Sinnoh region as you remember it. It's not bad. I still had a good time down there, and you can play online, not just local. But I don't know, this just doesn't feel clearly definitive over the original Gen 4. Everything about this, the Grand Underground, everything. And while you may get sidetracked by the Grand Underground, it's nothing that kept me coming back or felt addicted. I just caught a Houndoom and a couple other things that made my team cooler. They also added a few clothing options and made Dawn look cuter, so I don't really have complaints, but kinda mid, man. I mean, I'm glad they didn't forget the Safari Zone here, because other remakes did seem to do that. It has the poopy mud puddles, but it just feels so basic. They really just did the bare minimum. I feel like if you gave like a couple fans like 2 months, they could do something like exactly like this. I don't know, maybe I'm hating though. Overall, the new content and features was nothing groundbreaking, but it did flesh out the world slightly more and made it feel less sterile. Made it feel more like there was more to do, even though it feels like Gen 4 is so like, it's just generic Pokemon. I don't know. I was sad also when I found out Wonder Trade and like the GTS in general is gone. Damn, another fucking bag fumbled. So am I just supposed to take this unfinished part and come back after I beat it? Like, I'm not gonna do that. Pokemon Legends Arceus is out and it's still not in there. Like, I'm not gonna ever come back to this. But honestly, when it comes down to it, I'm a simple man. I see a Pokemon battle, I enter it, I win it and smile and I feel enjoyment. And my Pokemon level up and evolve and I defeat a simple enemy team. It's still satisfying to run through if you want that Gen 4 like gameplay and fix. Like, to be honest, I use this Houndoom like my starter, or like finding someone that you've never used and like having fun still is like memorable and makes the game worth playing. But I don't know, the simple graphics, they look cute to me. Looking at it, it's best when you're like surfing on water or when the sun is setting. And the music also sets the tone. It's really relaxing. Gen 4 has like some bangers all throughout the soundtrack. ETERNA Forest, my favorite personally. And although they don't have a theme throughout every song, like maybe a more jazzy piano-ish emphasis, some lo-fi beats to battle to, this game has like all the quality of life improvements you've come to expect with like the Switch Pokemon games. Like the boxes being portable in the pause menu, more than one registered item, snappier than the older ones. But it's still Gen 4 Pokemon. That's really what it comes down to. As I headed towards the end of the game, I loved Snow Point City, the whole vibe of the area. I don't know, it made me appreciate the art style more. But pause, because now I have my big crybaby complaint. Growing up with Gen 4, I definitely remember waking up on the weekend early and playing my game. This game has no, like, barely any touchscreen capabilities while you're battling, which just pisses me off. Like, because you can use it on like the Pokénav, you can touch it on touchscreen, but you can't battle, like you can't hit attack or like which move you want to. 11-year-old me used to tap his ass off fighting Team Galactic, and now it just doesn't hit the same. Yeah, but you can use the touchscreen on the Pokénav, like I said, so it just feels like they forgot about me. And wham. And as the game is winding down, we ran up on Team Galactic's generic ass hideout with their generic ass story. And it reminds you, this game was so by the numbers that it's painful. Like, I wanted to have fun and make my adventure memorable. Like, I make my mark, leave my footprints in the sand and the snow. But nothing felt extraordinary. The stakes felt so low. Like, I feel like Sinnoh is just missing something. And I may be thinking that because Pokemon Platinum's story and vibe were like so much more grandiose and like gave the generation kind of what it was missing. But that's just the truth. Diamond and Pearl in general had a lot of flaws that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl didn't really fix. And they kind of feel like a rehash of Gen 1 with all the negative like drawbacks too. But damn, I just wanted to have fun. But oh well, I got all the badges with little to no trouble. I think I only lost to like one person, and I really was just doing a tap A fest. It felt embarrassing. But my team got fully exposed at the Elite Four, as I didn't really feel like using the fan favorites that are basically like force fed to you. And I really didn't want to grind, so I got my ass handed to me a couple times, but then I ended up coming out. But really, the Elite Four was like 100 times harder than anything else in the game. And if you like avoid trainers at all, then you won't really have to grind until this very end, which just made it kind of painful. And I was just like, dang. This game could have used a little bit better balance, because it just went from 0 to 1000. And I mean, it can definitely instantly be easy if I use the right overpowered Pokemon or just grinded, but damn. This ending made an already stale game just feel like outright disrespectful. And I didn't want to play it ever. Me and my roommate, he knew nothing about Pokemon. He was just being funny, saying like, how is this game and this game on the same console? This one looks like an iPhone RPG. And I was like, it's kind of true. Like, the standard for this was just so low. And like, I guess this game to Legends Arceus hopefully is like the baton pass this Pokemon series needs. Just like the most generic Pokemon game handed over to the future with some actual quality with Legends Arceus. I don't want to just keep harping on that, but it feels like this game was just made to fill a hole.
Hey, yo. What do you mean by that?
If I wasn't making a video on this, I would have definitely quit the game at 6 badges and just enjoyed Legends Arceus. Because I just was going through the motions. I feel like the developers did the exact same. It's a remake on paper with additions and cool stuff, but they just made it going through the motions with no passion. But I'm sad they did my childhood kind of dirty. Like, didn't really have any like creative ideas that like transformed it or just made it any more interesting. Like, I don't know, they just dropped the ball. Like, every remake I feel like has gotten kind of more and more like stale as they've come out, and yeah, hopefully the black and white remakes hit different. But yeah, the game was completely cast aside and went in and out of the public eye and the public care extremely fast. And honestly, Pokemon fans don't care either. We don't care about Gen 4 or the remakes, because that was so sterile, so safe, so exactly what nobody wants anymore. And everyone wants the cool Breath of the Wild looking Hoenn or Hisui Sinnoh. This is the real Sinnoh remake. They should have just said that. And once I beat Cynthia's ass, she took forever. She has some Garchomp that just went crazy. But yeah, I beat her. I didn't have to heal, and it was rewarding, so I'll give it that. Brilliant Diamond, I had a fun final battle with Cynthia. She healed like 4 times, so she can suck my dick. Hello, bright future for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Press F to honor this game. Press like to just say sorry that this game came out. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm probably going to be on PS2 playing some sports games. But I had to just talk about this Pokemon game because they really just like dropped this like poopy ass game and nobody cared about it, and it's already faded into obscurity, but it was like a really good game in my childhood that really got me into Pokemon. Like, so it was very disappointing. But here I am. I already bought Legends Arceus, and it's already a great right direction for the series. So it went from like an all-time low to like an all-time high. So as a Pokemon fan, it's a lot of mixed emotions. I'll text you guys about it. I'm just kidding, but subscribe. Bye. And if you guys made it to the end of the video, you're real.